While we're already feeling the devastating effects of human-caused climate change, governments continue to fall short on making and executing emission pledges that will help thwart further warming. So, what will our world look like in the next 30 to 80 years if we continue on the current path? While it's impossible to know exactly how the next decade will unfold, scientists and climate experts have made projections, factoring in the current state of affairs. This future we're about to describe is bleak, but remember, there's still time to ensure it doesn't become a reality. It's 2050, we're blown past the 1.5-degree target that world leaders promised to stick to. The Earth has warmed 2 degrees since the 1800s, when the world first started burning fossil fuels in mass scale. Reports on heat waves and wildfires regularly fill the evening news. Summer days exceed 40 degrees in London, 45 degrees in Delhi, as extreme heat waves are now 8 to 9 times more common. These high temperatures prompt widespread blackouts as power grids struggle to keep up with energy demand needed to properly cool homes. Ambulance sirens blare through the night, carrying patients suffering from heat stroke, dehydration, and exhaustion. The Southwest United States, Southern Africa, and Eastern Australia experience longer, more frequent, and more severe droughts. Meanwhile, the Philippines, Indonesia, and Japan face more frequent heavy rainfalls as rising temperatures cause more water to evaporate faster and trap more water in the atmosphere. As the weather becomes more erratic, some communities are unable to keep pace with rebuilding what's constantly destroyed. Many move to cities where they face housing shortages and lack of jobs. A resource squeeze is felt in newborn intensive care wards as a rising temperature and air pollution cause higher rates of premature underweight births. More children develop asthma and respiratory disease, and rates balloon in communities regularly exposed to forest fire smokes. The global emission added to the atmosphere each year finally start to level off thanks to the government action, but it's decades too late. We failed to reach net zero in time. As a result, by 2100, the Earth has warmed another 0.5 and 1.5 degrees. Over half our remaining glaciers have melted, as the sea heats up, its volume increases due to thermal expansion. Together, it's elevated sea level by well over a meter. Entire nations like Marshall Islands and Tuvalu are uninhabitable, as a large swath of their islands are submerged. Some islands, like Maldives, spend billions of building interconnected rafts that house apartments, schools, and restaurants that float above its routed city. Resettled climate migrants in Jakarta, Mumbai, and Lagos are forced to abandon their homes once again, as rising tides and extreme storms flood building and crumble infrastructure. Overall, 250 million people are displaced. Some affluent cities like New York and Shanghai attempt to adapt, elevating buildings and roadways. 10-meter-tall seawalls line the city's coast. Children learn about extinct sea life, which once inhabitable. Children learn about extinct sea life, which once inhabited the ocean reef, all of which have vanished thanks to the rising surface water temperatures. Grocery prices skyrocket as food and water scarcity touch all communities. Fruits and products long grown in the tropics and subtropics will show up on shelves. As intense heat waves paired with increasing humidity make it deadly for farmers to work outdoors, and predictable heat wave droughts and floods cripple small-scale farmers in Africa, Asia, and South America, who previously produced one-third of the world's food. Hundreds of millions of people are pushed into hunger and famine. Climate prediction can feel overwhelming and terrifying, yet many of the experts responsible for these assessments remain optimistic. Since countries have first begun taking steps to lower their emissions, warming projections have shifted downwards. In recent decades, we reduced our projected emission rates so that we're no longer on track to hit nearly 4 degrees of warming. Policies and Policies that invest in renewable energy sources, cut fossil fuel production, support electric transportation, protect the forest, and regulate industry can help mitigate the worst effect of climate change. The climate experts have also stressed that current policy and pledges don't go far enough in speed or scale. Enacting real change will require both solution, innovation, and collective action. There's still time to rewrite our future, and every 10th degree counts.